side. Usually I know it's time for a trim when they touch about the bridge of my nose. And right now, too, I have this lovely cowlick, and so it makes a nice little gap right there. And all you're going to need is a nice little pair of shears. These ones, I mean, aren't even that nice, but they work. I think I got them, like, probably a, what do you call it, clippers kit, like little kids' clippers. And then my brush, which is gross, sorry, it needs to be cleaned out. And so if this is your first time doing it, you'll want to trim with your hair dry, just because it's really easy to get them too short, and when it's too short for your bangs, it is way easier to look goofy than if it's too short for the rest of your hair. So you want to start by brushing your hair forward and kind of finding the point. Like, I honestly normally center it more over at my part, and then cut forward and find the sections that need to be trimmed. And I normally bring it down to about my temples on either side. Probably need a little bit more on this side. And then what you do is brush it out all beautiful. And if it's easier for you, you can pull the rest of your hair back, but I usually just throw it behind my shoulders. And you want to hold it at kind of a, I guess I don't know how to just, maybe 45-degree angle. Just think this angle here from your forehead to the front should be about equal to the back of your head, to this back side. You don't want it straight up because then you'll have too many layers, and you don't want it straight down because then it'll just be flat and bulky and not as cute. Alright, and so from here, you should kind of have an idea of how short you want it. So the longest layers, if I do it this way, I'll take a little chunk out. So if I want to trim it right about here, the longest layers will still be at the bridge of my nose. So I want it to be more like brushing my eyebrow. So I'll carry this strand down. If it sits naturally, I'm going to take it from right below where my eyebrow starts, if you can see, right there. And don't tug on it really, because you obviously want it to sit naturally. And then lift that up. And so right there is where I'm going to cut. And I'm going to lift my fingers just slightly higher and cut underneath them so I can catch all this hair easily. And you also don't want to cut too much immediately, obviously. You can always cut a little bit more, but you can't uncut. So from there, I'm just going to cut straight across. That's really attractive, ain't it? And then brush it down, see if you like how it's sitting. It's going to be a little bit goofy to begin with, just because obviously your hair was dry, and so it's still sitting the way it did before, but I like that length. Now what I want to do, usually since I side part my bangs, I would take and snip these little corners off here, if you can see them, because they sit right in my vision otherwise, even when my hair swooshes over, sometimes they come forward. So I'll trim those and get kind of a rounded edge. And then if you feel like it's still a little bit too long, and it's only a teeny bit, instead of lifting up and cutting straight again, snip into them like this. And I'll look up what this term is called, I'm not sure, but that's that. And if you want it to, if you're going to work or something or school and you want it to sit right again, just get it wet, comb it out the way you normally would, and then it'll obviously flip or swoosh or whatever you want it to do.